You're welcome to DBA TV. Thank you for stopping by today. Thank you for stopping by today. My name is Dela Imibo and I'm your export doctor. And today I'll be talking about the topic, who say you cannot afford export business? Who said that? Who say you cannot afford export business? It's a big lie. It's a myth. Who say you cannot afford export business? If you are just stopping by, please remember to give this video a thumbs up. Click on the notification bell so you know when you upload a new video, and please subscribe to our channel so you can get notification whenever we upload a new video, and like, share with your friend. Drop your comment also. Now, there are a lot of myths about export that I want to address in this video. Different myths about export. And the myth I'm looking at today is actually the fact that some people say, oh, I can't afford to export, or who say you cannot afford to export. Some people think export is only for shipment via container on sea. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. You don't have to be shipping a container load of item to be in export business. Let's assume you are into fashion and you're advertising on Instagram and target market people outside Nigeria, Nigerians abroad. You target market them on your Instagram page and they are showing interest in your product. You can begin to export abroad, and you can export in bits. You don't have to export in bulk. You can start crawling before you start walking, before you start running. You can start crawling before you start walking, before you start running. So you don't need to have all the money. The only difference is that you won't be able to do certain kind of product, which is fine. You won't be able to do certain kind of product, which is fine. Which is fine because those products are more expensive. But you can start with products that are not expensive. I just give an example of fashion. So you can actually export in smaller quantity. You can leverage on social media to advertise and deliver to individual. It's exporting, even though you are starting small. And then you can begin to export big later. The only difference in this is that you now have to be exporting finished product. If you want to export a small exporter, you need to focus on finished product so that families can buy for themselves, individuals can buy for themselves, and you are exporting, not necessarily filling a whole container. So remove this. In fact, let me tell you one of the things that make people think, particularly in Nigeria, in Africa, and Nigeria, one of the things that make people think they need a lot of money for export is this. The only thing that people know about export is the cash crop that Nigeria was exporting many years ago. Cash crop. And because the only thing they think about is the cash crop that Nigeria was exporting many years ago, you know what that has done to them or to their psyche? It has made them not even see other opportunity within the export space because they are only thinking of what? Cash crop. They are only thinking of cash crop. Why are they thinking only of cash crop? That's the only thing they'll be exposed to. And let me tell you, cash crop is very expensive. A ton of cocoa is probably now over ₦1 million. Most of the sesame seed, cashew, ginger, a ton is close to ₦1 million, even over ₦1 million. Some probably getting close to ₦2 million per metric ton. That's like $1,000 plus. So if what you have is less than $1 million, and you want to go into mini exportation, just the way people do mini importation, what you must first do is to set up. You need to have a fantastic online presence to be able to post as frequently as possible, as regularly as possible, advertising your product for people to indicate interest. And then you can ensure you're on a secure platform through which they can pay, and you can ship the product to them wherever they are around the world. What I'm basically telling you is that you do not need all the millions to be able to start exporting? Who say you cannot afford export? Who said that? Who said you cannot afford export? You can afford to export if you concentrate on product. Now, let me give you product that fall in this category. Fashion, fall in this category. Paintings, artworks, fall in this category. Art and craft, handiwork, craft, fall into this category. Don't focus on commodity or food item, no. Look at things, clothing, African fashion, fall into this category. African designs, the native wear, fall into this category. The implication of this, therefore, is that you can actually start exporting small. And the Nigerian Portugal Council is actually encouraging this, and they say people should do e-commerce because they believe it will be a good way to be able to start. So I'm basically saying that who says you cannot afford to export? You can afford to export. You don't need to have all the money to be able to export. You can export in small quantity by focusing on, don't do food item, don't do food item. Focus on luxury product, fashion, skincare product. Focus on artwork, painting, craft. Focus on things that are luxury, that people that buy them, they appreciate them, they like it. They can pay a lot for it. You know why? Because it's small quantity, you will have to ship them by air. Because it is small quantity, you will have to ship them by air. And because you will have to do the shipment by air, what that means is that you incur a lot of cost of shipment to destination. Then the product must be luxurious product. It must be something that the person buying is willing to pay that much for the courier or for the airline to deliver. If not, it will be too expensive. That's why I said remove food out of it. Don't focus on food. Don't do commodities. Those ones are even more expensive and competition is more, and so you need to be doing more quantity to make sense. But if you are trying to do mini exportation, who say you cannot do mini exportation? Who say you cannot do mini exportation? That's the caption of this. Who say you cannot do mini exportation? Whoever is saying that is telling a lie. You can do mini exportation. But if you are going to do mini exportation, you must be internet savvy. We have a material called Eureka Pack. It will show you how to find buyers online. You can get a copy of the pack. It will show you how to find buyer online. You can drop a comment in the comment section if you need more detail about the Eureka Pack. It has videos and manual that can show you how to find buyer online, leveraging on different online platforms. Because for mini export, you are going to find your buyer online. Like I said, concentrate more on paintings, concentrate more on clothing, concentrate more on luxurious products, bags, shoes, fashion, things that people are willing to pay a lot for. So that when you now add the cost of sending it, it will make business sense. I believe this video has liberated someone that is watching me today. Someone who thinks he needs a lot of money to export. I believe this video have liberated you, and I've given you a respite that, oh yes, in case you think you will not be able to export, that is not true. Just take it from me. It is not true. It is not true that you cannot export with less than $1 million. Only that you have to concentrate on some kind of product. And those products might not even require all the documentation required in a commercial export, because that will not be deemed commercial. But for me, that's a good way to start. That's a good way to start. You can get a lot of material to be able to learn about this. That's why I recommend the material that we already designed for this purpose, so you can learn and begin to implement what you are learning online. If this video has been of immense benefit to you, like the video. If you have a friend that also you think will be interested in this, share with your friends. If you want to get other videos we'll be doing in future, click on the notification bell. And if you are stopping by for the first time, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. My name remains Dela Emibo, and I'm your export doctor, and I'm signing out. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.